Hey guys, you are watching Deadly Dogbone for the first time in quite a while. Now today, we're back on Roblox after a while, and we're on the Innovation Incorporated Spaceship, flying through space through hundreds of years. This ship is home to many scientific advancements, and today, we're going to be giving you the basic tour on how to get around this place. Now, let's get started, shall we? You spawn right here in the central area, full of amazing stuff. And since it's Christmas, you can even pick up a free present, which is nice to say the least. Anyway, there's the news here. All the latest information going on in the company and on the ship. It can also tell you the reactor core temperature, but we'll get to that. Here's where you can buy game passes. Anyway. Oh, it looks like the little, whoops. Looks like we accidentally got a little breach in the pilot's cabinet, or whatever it's called. Yes, I've played this for years and I still don't know the name of that place. The bridge, yes, that's it. Anyway, excuse that. Here is the food lab. The food lab is where you can create all sorts of stuff. From pizza, everyone knows pizza, to sugar and water. So it's totally safe, yeah. Anyway, let's go back up and we shall go into the real deep parts of the ship, shall we? So here is the main hallway. It's where most of the rooms are connected. And now we will go into the cloning lab. The cloning lab is where you can successfully duplicate your body. It's actually quite cool to think that you can actually make your own copy. Just make sure that things don't get too out of hand, because sometimes this thing can bust right open if you're not careful enough. Anyway, moving on. Oh, what happened to this guy? Doesn't look so healthy. Anyway, moving onward. Down here are a bunch of labs. Yes. Whoops. You need to fix that. Someone get security. Windows. Yeah. I remember this. Looks awfully familiar. Anyway, just a bunch of chemistry, lots of dots and stuff. Maybe a bunch of seats, yeah, that's fine. And, well, I can literally look into space from here. That might come in handy in some situations. Here's the escape pods. Whenever you need to escape, this is exactly where you need to go. As long as the escape pod doesn't go tumbling down onto a random planet, it should be safe and sound. And always remember, when you're in danger, scream and run around in circles. Just like that. Anyway, moving straight on to the biology lab, where we research other planets. Whoa, what was that? Sounded a bit loud, if I'm honest. Don't know what that place will say. Anyway, oh look, a calculator. Honestly, I haven't seen a calculator in quite a while. Anyway, I wonder what happens if you do something like, what does that say? Please do not divide by 0, this can cause a black hole to appear. Probably just a joke. Hold up. He wasn't kidding when he said that. Oh no, there's now a giant black hole. Let me get out of here. Ow, no. Well, that wasn't how it was meant to go. Yeah, I'm fine. Moving on. And what the? It's completely dark. Is this meant to happen? Or... Whoa! That's not looking too good outside. I'm gonna admit that. Anyway, back into our trusty old biology lab. We have so much other stuff that doesn't involve getting killed. Like this weird monster from another planet. Yes, yes. It's perfectly fine. You can do all sorts of experiments on this thing. Like, tear off its legs. That's a bit gruesome. I wonder what this one does. Oh. That didn't sound too good. Oh. Ew. Oh, anyway.
Warning.
Hyperjump. Oh yes, hyperjumps are quite frequent around here.
Hyperjump in T-minus 60 seconds.
It's a spaceship thing. Gotta go at hyper speed, am I right? Anyway, just sit in one of these seats or else you're gonna be blown into oblivion if you're not careful. Anyway, let's see if we can actually get out of here.
Attention. Hyperjump protocol impeded by excessive gravitational force, executing higher engine output to compensate.
Oh, cool, it must have been sort of exploding back. Oh no. Sounds like we're about to go into absolutely nowhere. Hold tight, people. Whoa. That's fast. It's safe to get out of our seats now. Pretty sure there's more stuff in this biology lab. Anyway, like, oh, isn't that nice? Bunch of creatures living very nicely on this little... Go down, just suffocate. Anyway. Oh, that's good. Get out of that really quick. They have some weird effects. This place is very fixing sometimes. Or unfixing in another way. This cupboard won't open. There's something in there anyway. Moving along. The glass, you say? Is that so? Yeah, that's totally liquid. Okay, that's... This is the... Yes, teleportation lab. Where you can teleport to absolutely somewhere and nowhere. Oh great, it's quite dark. Is that meant to happen as well? Oh, darkness, I must say. That was weird. Let's see if I can put this on. Ah, perfect, spacesuit. Anyway, here's the security office. Yeah, the security office. You need to be a member of Innovation Security. I am unfortunately not part of. Anyway, time to get to the meaty stuff. If we just go into this decontamination chamber, get cleaned up, we should be able to enter none other than the core chamber. This is pretty common scientific Roblox Sci-fi game stuff, if I'm honest. There's a reactor core and blah blah blah. Make sure it doesn't blow up or freeze or... yeah, all of that stuff. And it seems like it could be freezing sometime. I don't know. Not really good. Not really helpful. Anyway, climb up and... yeah, make sure to read that before you do anything with the core, or else things are going to get quite crazy. Quite a lot of stuff here. You might need this fuel here to refuel the fuel tanks on top on top of the spaceship, so be careful when doing that because it requires going to space. Which, where did I get this from? Did you hear that? That missile? That's what happens if you try to go into the security office when you're not a security member. You get completely obliterated. No one wants to be completely obliterated. Am I right? Anyway, shuffling along really quickly as well, we shall head on over to the upper deck of the ship. Here we have the oxygen chamber, full of nice fresh trees and plants which will inhale all your exhales. Here's the meeting room, and oh no, not a problem. No one likes problems. And don't touch those wires. Don't want to end up like an anime character, do you? Anyway, here's the bedrooms, where everyone sleeps. Isn't that obvious? Also, I don't recommend going into those showers. If you do, you literally just die. That's a simple explanation. It's sad, I know. Shrink ray and airlock. That's right. It's incredibly dark down here, I must say. Anyway, here's the shrink ray. It can shrink you within the molecules. So small, in fact, that you will live upon these molecules. I don't want to demonstrate that now because it's much too crazy to get into. Anyway, I need to get this, and me and you fellow astronauts shall go to space and experience life on the outside. And then we might just be able to finish our tour here of the ship. Yikes. Let me get my little thingy on. Someone just popped. That didn't sound nice. And here we are. We're in space. Those are some meaty lightning strikes. Oh no. Make sure not to get too carried away when flying through space. You can easily get flung right towards the sun. And especially when you're in this area, you don't want to get all struck by lightning. Then there's no coming back from that. Whoops. It looks like I forgot to mention this little place. Yes. On my behalf, I would like to say sorry. Of course, I got too carried away with so many other stuff. This ship is just... hear that? That's the sound of the cloning lab gone wrong. Take a look, shall we? Absolute chaos, you see that? It's over. Thank goodness. Hopefully no one was killed in that. Anyway. I think there's sleigh bells. Whoa. Hold on. Can't see where I'm going with all this darkness. Airlock must be down here. Ugh. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Oh no. Seems like the airlock is closed. It's open. Thank goodness. Now let's get out of here. Whew. That was fun. Anyway, it is time to go to the final part of our tour here on the Innovation Incorporated Spaceship. Yes, this will truly be fun. Anyway, let's get right to it, shall we? Let's dash through the ship. And, oh, that core's getting quite hot. So I'm going to get some... Ugh. This is crazy. Obviously the lightning probably make me gone mad. This is the fuel tank and the collision danger. Just to make sure that you're all safe when in this little place. There's also a radio. Beware of the copyright. That's all I can say. Anyway, shuffling along, get to... Wait a minute. That means that's the end of our tour, doesn't it? It does! Right! We hope you had a good time here on the Innovation Incorporated Spaceship. We hope to see you again some other time in the future. That's if you can make it alive. Anyway, I would like to thank you for joining our tour with us. This will only be the first of several other tours across many core-powered complexes. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe. My channel is dying, to say the least. Anyway, we hope you had a good time watching the video, and I shall see you again soon. Goodbye.